Hey, what's happening everybody? Welcome to the channel. So today in this video I'm going to be doing a quick photo tutorial for the Skydio 2. I'm just going to be going over the different modes and settings that you can use to maximize the results that you get out of the drone. Yesterday I was up in the mountains for a shoot that we were doing in Colorado, and I found some time to sneak away and just pull over to the side of the road and do the tutorial. So I'm going to switch over to that video and then I'll see you guys afterwards when we're doing the post-processing. Alright guys, so we're ready to fly. What I have on here is just an ND filter. It's an ND8. It's just a little bit bright out right now, so I wanted to lower that exposure down a little bit, so that's why I'm using that. So I'm going to take the drone out and then launch. Alright, so in this test, I am just going to be showing you all the different photo modes that Skydio has and the settings that I like to use to shoot. So for now, I'm going to take off, and then I'm going to use the boost button to get to where I want to go. So yeah, there's this super rad road just going like right into the forest. Okay, so now I'm gonna switch over. Well, actually, I kind of like this hill over here. It's very nice and round and stuff, so I think I'm just gonna go that way. Cool, so that is what I want my framing to be. Cool, so I'm gonna switch over to photo mode. Switching over there and just go through the settings. So the first setting, obviously, on top is the white balance, and I usually just keep that on auto. As you can see, it's changing how blue the image is, but their automatic setting does a really good job of doing that, so I'm just gonna leave that there. Shutter speed, I usually like to shoot in between 120 and 240. It's a little bit bright today, so I'm gonna bring it up to 240. ISO, I usually keep on auto. Like I said, the automatic feature does a pretty good job, so I'm gonna leave. Actually, I think I'm gonna do ISO 100. That exposure is looking pretty good to me. I might switch to 2 off and again. And then the last thing is compensation. I don't really mess with that, but essentially what that is just like how bright or dark your image is. Cool, going up top, we have all of these settings. All right, so what I'm gonna do now is just take a normal JPEG photo without the HDR. Boom. All right, now I'm gonna switch to HDR, which basically what HDR does is it figures out exactly what your exposure is, and then let's say you have some shadows and some bright areas, it's gonna take 3 photos, and then you're gonna be able to combine all 3 photos. So the darker parts of the darker image, the lighter parts of the lighter image, and combine them together. So that's what I'm gonna do now. Boom. Pick one more for good measure. Boom. All right, and now I'm gonna switch over to the mode that I always use when I shoot, which is RAW mode. And this is the mode that I suggest everyone shoot. It's really cool because with the Skydio, you can actually send the RAW photo directly over to your phone from the drone. So it makes it super simple. Again, white balance auto, ISO, I'm gonna go down to 100. Shutter speed, I'm gonna bring up to 240. And then ISO 200 actually. Cool, so we have our proper exposure, and now I'm just gonna take a raw photo. And a raw photo just has a ton more information than any JPEG photo or even HDR that you could take. And since this is such a wide, like really dope, vast area, I'm gonna do a panorama. Skydio doesn't automatically do panorama photos, but it's super easy to stitch them in post, so I'm gonna show you guys that on the computer. But essentially what it is you just take a bunch of pictures all in a line like so. And then what you can do in post-processing is just stitch them all together so you get a big wide panorama. I'm gonna just fly around, take some more photos and videos, and then we're gonna go back to the computer and take a look at everything. That was a close one. Honestly, every time I fly this thing, I purposely try to crash it at least once. But it's so hard to crash. Alright guys, welcome back to the studio. So, real quickly, before I hop into the actual computer editing, I wanted to briefly touch on a really cool feature that the Skydio does have, which is sending raw photos directly from the drone to your phone. So If you want to do that, all you have to do is come over to the Media tab, click on one of the photos that you like, and after that loads, all you have to do is click Save to Phone, and boom, that raw photo is instantly on your camera roll. And then from there, you can upload it to Lightroom Mobile and do some editing if you really want to. Personally, I prefer to edit photos on the desktop version of Lightroom, so that's what I'm gonna be doing. But I thought I'd just briefly touch on a really cool feature that the Skydio actually has. All right, so once you have all of your Skydio media imported into your computer, what you're gonna go ahead and do is open up Lightroom. So Lightroom, if you're not familiar with it, it's just like the top of the line, most advanced photo editing program out there. If you're serious about editing photos, you definitely want to be on Lightroom. So that's what I'm going to be showing you. It's just going to be super quick edits, but if you're really serious about photography, I definitely recommend getting Lightroom. There are a couple other editing softwares you can use. For your phone, there's Snapseed, there's Lightroom Mobile, and there's a couple others. But on desktop, I'm going to be on Lightroom. So I'm going to hit import, go to my files, Skydio. I'm going to uncheck all of the videos because I do not want them. Boom, so I just have the photos. I'm going to import. Cool, so you can see some of the photos I took before we did that tutorial, just on the side of the road. And then scrolling down, we can go to the actual photos that I took during the actual tutorial. So I'm just gonna open up a few of them and check them out. Cool, so these are the photos from the Skydio. I'm gonna full screen this Lightroom, and we can really just zoom in and see the detail. This photo right here is a JPEG, and actually I think comparing JPEG and RAW, I think these photos with a little bit more trees might be a little bit better. All right, so right here is a JPEG. All right, so if you zoom in here, you can see the detail is pretty good. It's not too bad. The dynamic range is pretty good because this area here was super bright and this was really dark. But there's definitely still some quality to be desired. So switching over to the raw photo, and you can totally tell the difference right away. I'll zoom in on this tree right here just to give you an idea. So boom, that is the raw photo, and that is the JPEG photo. So raw, JPEG. And you can see the JPEG is just a lot more pixely. You also get a lot more dynamic range out of the raw photo. So I'm gonna edit the raw photo for now. So I'm just gonna put a quick little preset on, which I like to use. I don't like that much clarity on this one. Bump the shadows a little bit. And as you can see with the raw photo, you can bump the shadows up a ton. Boom, do that. Bring the highlights down a little bit just to get this photo a little bit more even. These next edits that I'm doing are just super local adjustments that I like to do to most photos. Boom, warm that up a bit. Alright, so I'm pretty happy with how this photo turned out. I'm gonna do before and after, and you can just see the amount of data that the photo actually has. So another thing I was talking about when I was flying the drone was the panorama feature. So what you can do in Lightroom is literally just select all the photos that you took in your panorama, just hit photo merge, panorama, and it'll just automatically stitch all those photos together in a super wide photo. So I'm gonna do that now, edit that, and then show you how that turned out. Cool, so it's creating the panorama now. I'm gonna show you guys the panorama, and then I'm also, as the video plays out, just gonna show you some other photos that I took with the Skydio with those same raw settings. So most important thing, if you're shooting with the Skydio, make sure you're shooting in RAW. I'm super impressed with the photo quality. So here's the panorama. Boom. Again, I'm just gonna apply this quick preset, do some little slight adjustments to it. Boom, that's the final edit. All right, after this, I'm just gonna play out some more photos that I've taken with the Skydio 2. Super impressed with the camera, but other than that, that's it for this video. If you guys have any other Skydio questions, editing questions, any type of questions like that, let me know. I'll see you on the next one.